What up? What up? What up? Welcome into Pregaming here. 6:02 Eastern. Fired up about the day. I've been mixing things up in the lab all day today. Excited to talk about what's coming on. We'll bring on our guy, MMA Jeff, to give us a little spin around sports, money, and what's been happening, what is happening, what you got out there to go check out as well. And you guys know the deal. Game 7. The biggest game probably in at least 2 decades in the NHL. Now, there has been a Game 7 as of late. It was probably, I think it was 5 years back, and I want to say it was the St. Louis Blues cashing that Stanley Cup victory. But this one is a monster. No team has come back from 3 games down. You guys know the deal. It's a monster stream being simulcast today between Razor Sharp Picks, my guy, my brother from another mother, and Sports Money. It's going to be epic. It's going to be an unbelievable day. We got all kinds of giveaways. We'll talk more about that. I'm going to give you guys some Major League Baseball looks that I'm all over today. We'll get that business out of the way. So when we pregame for this NHL game, we can focus on the NHL. I'm fired up. I'm excited. I've been waiting for 3 days for this game. I can't wait. I can't believe it's here already. It feels like I was waiting. Now we're here. Now we go. We got all kinds of things happening, you guys. It's a lot of fun. Things are popping, and it's only going to get exciting from there. More exciting from there. We got all kinds of things happening with you guys in the chat as well. Love to hear you guys winning cash out there. Big Saturday. Hopefully you guys were there making that money. Now let's talk a little bit about today. We've got ourselves a Major League Baseball card. Major League just don't care. They don't care if they go up against anybody. Could be Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. The WNBA recognizes, hey, we're not going up there against the NHL in their big moment. But baseball said, screw it. They got 3 games before 7 p.m. Eastern. There's a slate of 7 p.m.s, some 8s, and then they close them off with some 9:30s out there on the West Coast. So lots of fun out there. Guys, know the deal. Smash the thumbs up button. Did a great job on Saturday's live stream. We were too short of 100. I don't know what's holding us back from getting to that magical 100 number, but we've been close. We've been damn close a couple of times, and it's all about you guys. We appreciate you guys coming in, smashing the thumbs up button, commenting on the videos, getting those things recirculated helps us a ton as well. Look, we're just starting up. We're just trying to compete with the big bad wolf. But they ain't huffing and puffing and blowing our houses down here. We're rocking. We're ready to go with you guys. Make sure you guys get that pen and paper out there. You're going to want to write down the plays that are being shared, not just here, but of course from the chat, the sharpest chat in the game. Now we've been sitting on these plays all day. It's time to go to work and see what you guys have. So make sure you throw your best bets out there in the chat. Let's see what the chat's got going on right now. I see our guy, the first guy in the chat, rocking here, representing. It's Joe T. His best bet out there, the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. He's rocking the over 8.5. This line is moving. This is why he gave it to you guys last night. It's now some 9s out there. You can still find some 8.5s. I think I got an 8.5 just a little bit ago at -120. So still available to make that happen. Here's our guy, Stacks play of the day, and Justin McKelvey. My guy. Love talking to my guy, Justin McKelvey here. Stacks play of the day. He's on the Royals over 5.5. That's the team total. Royals over 5.5, -109. You guys know this guy's been busting up the bookies. Look at that record there, 208 and 203. Over 411 games. You know he's showing profit out there. Our guy, Deer Slayer Skis in the house. He says, what's good, Mikey? What's good, boys? Had a big weekend. Let's keep it going. On Edmonton for my life tonight. Looking forward to the live stream later. LFG. Let's go, Deer Slayer Ski. I'm fired up, my guy. Cannot wait. David Wallace in the house, down from the Carolinas, checking in with us. Says, I'm trying to 4-leg parlay on DraftKings. Here we go. The 50% profit boost. He's going with the O's, the Phillies, the Reds, and the Mariners tonight. Small bet, he says. Small bet. But he's getting that 50% boost. It's $13.39. Almost 13.5 to 1 for our guy, David Wallace. We appreciate you sharing. Sancho says, I tailed you, JT. Let's cash. He says, Mike M., the last Megalodon. I'm ready for that NHL live stream. I'm on the Oilers money line tonight. Joey Harb in the house. Joey Harb, I saw you commenting on the YouTube content, my guy. We appreciate you coming in, rocking with us. And there he is, Subhuman Gaucho. Victorious weekend for my guy, Sub. And he gave me a little sprinkle action there. Italy draw at the wire. I think it was a plus 220 I got in there, Subhuman Gaucho. Appreciate that very much today. Amsterdam, what else says never watch hockey, but I will today. Man, I hope we made a bunch of hockey fans this season here. We had a ton of success this year, and we've been finding our groove in these playoffs now. It's put up or shut up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Gerald Jones says, new week, Pimp and Crew, best bet. He likes the Cleveland first 5 money line. There's Mel. Says, Mike, this is it. The day we've all been waiting for. I've been pre-gaming since, well, Mel, I got to be honest. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And ever since that post-game 6, I've been doing my best to stay ready. Trisha M says, hey, all, you know I'm here in the pew, kneeling, waiting for sports money to preach it. Shout out to you, Trisha M. Phil, the Kill in the house says, the first cold beer has officially been cracked. Let's get it. I mean, that deserves a little recognition as well. Joey Harp says, LOL, noise. Trisha M says, that Mel, we not leaving today. We in the stream. Well, I'll tell you what I think the Edmonton Oilers said. I'll tell you what I think the Edmonton Oilers said about that, Trisha M. Let me tell you what the Edmonton Oilers said when they were down 3-0. We got ourselves a little something to talk about.
I'm not fucking leaving.
That's what the Edmonton Oilers had to say about being down 3-0. They ain't leaving. Let's go. Let's go. Winner Circle says, hey, yo, Lynx +5 in the Dodgers money line for our guy Winners Circle. RVD 420 says, what's up, Mikey M? What's the look for the hockey slate for today? Over or under? Woo, I can't wait to talk about that game. Kenny Wood says, what's up, Mike and gang? Here we go from our guy, Kenny Wood, supporter of what we're doing here. We appreciate you, Ken Wood. He says, I like the Royals -1.5. I got it at -110, and Royals double result. I got it at -105. For anybody that's wondering what the double result is, that means they're going to win the first 5 and they're going to win the full game. You're going to find that typically under game parlays. You'll have to scroll down a little bit and you'll see first 5 full game. There we go. There he is. Shout out to everybody. Let's have a night, says my guy, Razor Sharp Picks. Vitalis says he needs that ribeye. You got it. I got you, my guy. I got you today. I'm fired up. Not only is it the ribeye, but we're cracking in on a home run opportunity too. Rocco Rogers, what's up, Mike and crew? Let's get to it. Ricky Bobby says, Mike, was the Sesh Parlay Ohtani 2 bases or 2 hits? It was over 1.5 bases. Over 1.5 bases for Shohei Ohtani. Ricky Bobby. I had to look. I had to double check. That was an 11-1. That was from today's show. It was Ohtani over 1.5 bases. Josh Smith over 1.5 hits, bases, and RBIs, and then pro for RBI. So that was a plus 11-1 from the sesh today. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. My guy, I just talked about it. He just gave us fresh off this Italy draw. He's got, if you can live same game parlay the Copa America match, he took Colombia money line and Diaz shots on goal. Let's go. Dactyla says, LOL for the life. Old E says, what's up, you D-Gens? JPs. He says, what up, motherfuckers? You can go out there and see what my guy's got cruising for us today out there. He said, what do you do after Sunday night baseball? Well, you don't stay old school. You got to evolve and adapt. You got to check out what JP's he's got out there. Old E says, that Trisha M-I-C-U-G. DJ Hardy says, McJesus 4 points. Joe T says, let's get this cash, everybody. And Razor Sharp Pick says, stupid. I remember Razor. I didn't forget. I'm fired up. I'm ready, you guys. Old E says, that's Subhuman Gaucho. This guy, hope all is good your way. And Old E says, that Razor Sharp Picks, I see you. Fam Trisha M says, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. That is an actual fact. That is a fact out there, Trisha M. Justin McAlvey says, Ricky Bobby Ohtani over 1.5 bases for the sesh parlay. Philip says, whole bag on the Oilers. Oldie at Justin McAlvey, stacks, he says. Ricky Bobby says, good looking, Justin. Trisha M says, hello, my F1 DGen, damn, the Marlins don't stop lining the pockets. Let's keep rolling, you guys. There we go. There's my guy, Juggler 23. He's giving you guys this trend out there. The trend of the day, teams that have won their last 4 games but are playing on the road as large dogs, plus 140 or more, have struggled. They're only 21-46. They're down 6 units in the last 67 tries. Large dogs losing 4. Is that the Brewers? Nope, the Brewers are large favorites. The Brewers are large favorites. It's got to be the Nationals, right? It's got to be the Nationals, Juggler 23. Let's see if we got that right there. Markel says, get some money. Nutflush Allen, our team total whisperer, is in the house. Juggler 23 says, Philly's also 22-12 at home. Did I blow it? Did I blow the challenge? The Tigers. Well, yeah. So obvious. It was so obvious. Mel says, Mike, top play, first period, under 1.5 in the NHL. Down play says, yo. Justin McKelvey says, Markel. Chris B also likes to links. I moved on them plus 5.5 earlier. Stimmy OG says, yo, what to do, pimp? And there's my guy Smoke says, yo, don't have to be a dykey to hit the likey. Hit the like in between, mixing your cocktails up to that Mikey level. Let's go, you guys. I'm excited to have some fun here. Jay Peasy giving us a college basketball or college baseball. This is a big game out there. He likes the Texas A&M plus 200. Mike knows I've been backing them all year long. Got to take a shot in the last game of the season. Aggies here for a reason. Had to bet it. There's Fletcher Berry. Says, let's go, boys. Big winner today in the pub sports horse racing. Ready to get to it cash tonight, my guy, Fletcher Berry. I'm glad you got your cash. You make sure Dabby Cab pays you. You make sure you get that Dabby Cab money. Juggler 23 says, Mikey equals, you're reading the trend incorrectly. Oh, no. Did I read it incorrectly? Let's go back and take a peek here. Teams that have won their last 4 games but are playing on the road as large dogs. Large dogs. Teams that have last 4 games but are playing on the road as large dogs have struggled if they've lost their last 4. Well, the Texas Rangers won. It's got to be the Nationals. Tell me it's not the Nationals. Am I off? I might be off. I could very well be off. But let's get on to what we're going to do tonight, you guys. F. Donahue, I see you out there. Let's go. Joey Harb says, nice win, Fletcher. And there's Robert Dixon in the house. He likes the Nerfy in this Guardians game. We got a lot to get to. You guys know the deal. There's not enough time in the day to cover what we got to do. It's milk, he says. Oh, Milwaukee. I think it's Milwaukee. I think that's what that means, Juggler 23. Listen, we started early today. So we can give you guys peak performance for the live stream. So bear with me. But let's bring on this guy here, running and gunning with us at Cross Sports Money. My guy, my brother, coming in here. He ain't from another mother. This is fact. But he's going to tell you guys what he's been up to and what we're doing over at Sports Money. Please welcome in MMA Jeff in the house.
What up? Excited. Got a whole lot of stuff happening at Sports Money, and I'm looking forward to it.
Tell us what's going on. We had a big week last week. I know that. Give us a high level recap.
I'll tell you what. Shout out to Jay Peasy and Joe T for throwing out some videos for us. Check them out on YouTube. Go give them a like and make sure you play those plays because these are some pretty sharp guys. Shout out to Gokster for giving us that first round leader, hitting 45-1. Looking forward to his Rocket Mortgage Volume 2 coming out this week. So we've got that coming up. Sub snuck out there a 50-1, killing it in the props for UFC last week. So looking forward to getting together with him for First Strike on Wednesday. We've got UFC Saturday at 6 p.m. in Vegas. And as always, keep an eye out for First Strike coming out Wednesday.
My guy, I know you gave out a big golf matchup in round 2 there. It was a little sweaty.
It was sweaty.
But the cash is still green. Mel says, Jeff M., I have to hedge some. Put you on the spot here, getting ready to rock here tonight. You got any best bets for us? You got any plays that you really like more than anything else?
Well, you already know who I'm on in the hockey game. So If you want me to give out a play, I'm on the Cincinnati Reds. I grabbed them at minus 121. I saw it shifted up to minus 130 on that same book. So I'm on the Reds tonight, money line.
Cincinnati Reds on the money line. We might as well look at it here. They got the Pirates coming into town, minus 108. They've moved to minus 126. 73% of the bets and 90% of the cash on the Cincinnati Reds. And the line has moved significantly. We got Falter for the Pirates, 3.74 ERA. Not only does he suck, but he gets behind so much the team can't get the wins. He's 3-5. And then we've got Spires with the Reds at 3.2. Also on an 0-1 out there. Jeff, I got to say, I do like that Reds play today. My thoughts there. What do you do after a skiing start? You fade the team. I don't have the numbers offhand, but I know that they put everything they got into it, and they find a way to come up short after that. So going to be interesting to see how that Reds game plays. But there we go. MMA Jeff's best bet here in baseball today. He likes them Cincinnati Reds. Jeff, what do we got coming up? Tell them what's going on, where they can find you.
Follow on X at JMHockey19. There is a contest going out. I know you and Razor were linking up for a $100 giveaway tonight. I am also throwing a $25 giveaway out there. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you get your comments in there. We've got the first penalty like we did last time. And it's going to be a good time. Looking forward to it.
2 contests out there. Make sure you go check it out at JMHockey19. All you got to do is in the comments of the tweet that he put out there, let him know who's going to be the player to get the first penalty. That'll get you $25. And Sports Money and Razor Sharp Picks partnering up for you guys. 3 opportunities out there, or 3 factors. Who's going to win the game? Who's going to score the game-winning goal? And what's the score going to be? And then you get yourself an opportunity to potentially win $100. We got big contests coming. We got big things. We're on the move. Stick and move, Jeff. Appreciate you coming in, talking with us tonight. We're going to let you get back and get ready for this big game. And we'll see you in a little bit.
Big game. All right. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Let's keep rolling. Justin McKelvey giving us the numbers there. He says the Pirates are 1-6 after a skiing start. We got Jeff's best bet out there. We have the Gambler's First Glance out there for you guys. The Orioles and Cleveland under 8. I like that play a lot too. Razor Sharp. We'll talk about that momentarily, but Gambler's First Glance is in for $400. Imagine that. Imagine you can follow Gambler's First Glance, catch $400, and if you win the contest, pick up another $100 out there. Razor Sharp's like Santa. Like, talk about Santa. Christmas in July. It's only June. Let's go, Razor Sharp picks out there. Juggler 23 says, in the last 20 NHL Game 7 finals, the game has gone under 19 times. Damn. That makes sense. A lot of tight hands on the stick, trying not to make any stupid moves out there. Not make any stupid moves. Trisha M says, howdy, shift to start easy picks based on what you know about your work crew. Justin McCalvey says Reds minus 110 and Reds in the series minus 155 each in his pocket. There we go from Justin McCalvey, our guy. He likes Spencer Steer with the RBI at plus 120 as well. And Juggler 23 says, at Trisha M, are we eating steak or beans tonight? Well, hopefully you bought them already. All right, you guys, let's get to work here on the rest of this card. Let's talk about this first game out there. Gambler's First Glance is in. We already know what that looks like out there. And, I'm going to do it. I am, in fact, going to do it here. We got the Guardians. We got the Orioles. We got a line that opened up at minus 104, has moved to minus 112. Heavy action coming in. 68% of the bets and 70% of the cash on the Baltimore Orioles. I love this look, though, with Razor. This 8.5, 97% of the bets and 95% of the cash on the over. The lines come down a half a run out there. When we look at the pitchers, we've got Povich with a 3.94 ERA. Tough start for this kid here, 0-1. And then we've got Bibby, 3.65 ERA. He's 5-2 on the season with the Guardians. Let me tell you what I like. First of all, from an over perspective, we know the Guardians bullpen is the best in Major League Baseball right now. That was proven to us time and again, I believe it was Juggler23 that shared that stat with us. We appreciate that. Then we look at, Maury Povich on the other side, coming out of Nebraska. We talked about this on the session earlier today. That seems to be the pitching team total, or the pitching whispering program out there, much like Lincoln Riley was the Heisman Trophy winning coach out there in college football. Nebraska seems to have something going when it comes to their pitchers. And I think both these guys show tremendous command and control. When we look at what's been happening kind of as of late, contrary to what happened out there, we saw the dump the truck philosophy, the blown load theory. The Baltimore Orioles, last game of the series, win 17-5 against the New York Yankees. They roll into Houston. Mind you, a banged up Houston. Banged up, beat up, tattered. They got guys going on the IL. Pitching staff in flux. They're bringing up new kids out there. They put up another 11 runs. Not good enough to win. 14-11. Bullpen issues all around. Then they lose 5-1. Then they lose 8-1. I think we've seen these bats get to icy cold status. Then we look at the Guardians. Kicking the shit out of everybody. 6-5 win, 6-3 win, 7-1 win, all against the Toronto Blue Jays. Still struggling with it. I just saw Mitch Marner go into the Utah Hockey Club, so I was just thinking Toronto Leafs. But Toronto Blue Jays, also 8-0 and 6-3 the last two games of the series against Seattle. I love the under. I think that's a great look. I'm going to go into this opportunity, though. I want to take Cleveland. Here's the deal. We just talked about Maury Povich and his situation kind of being new to the squad, trying to get his game together. Still not a ton of tape on this kid, but some command and control issues that he's shown early. Then we look on the other. We saw the cold bats. Bibby with that 3.65, but 5-2 on the season. I think he starts early. I think that bullpen takes over, and they handle business with this Baltimore team out there. I think there's no reason not to take this team at even money. I know we're looking to fade the line movement in this spot out there, and shout out to my guy Troy Torrance because he put some compelling numbers that made me think twice about it. But these teams, we hear all about the Baltimore Orioles. They're 49-28. Well, 49-26 is the Cleveland Guardians. Nobody really seems to be talking about these guys. But man, Naylor. I mean, these guys that are out there striking the ball, Ramirez. We look across this thing. I mentioned Naylor. Who's the guys that have been struggling as of late? Well, Mountcastle. He hasn't been as effective as, again, they had those two games with monster runs. I just think they kind of burned themselves out a little bit. We look across the board. Quan, man, Quan has been on fire. I forgot who it was that dropped that in our live chat on Saturday, but my goodness, that was free money. I think it was like a plus 250 that was dropped out there. So I got to take this Cleveland team. I'm running with them here. I do like that Cleveland. I like the under. Let me just take a peek here if we can't see what this looks like with this Cleveland and the under. Okay. Might as well go good. We might as well go good at this thing here. Let's see what we got. Let me take a look. Plenty of time here. This game starts at 6:35, so we do have to be cognizant of that. Let me just look at this game parlays. Game parlays. Cleveland. And what do we get for this under 8? Fuck it. We're going to add that too. Cleveland in the under 8 is plus 262. So I'm kind of intersecting here. Razor Sharps under 8. I'm taking Cleveland at even money, and I'm adding to it the Cleveland in the under 8. Again, that's going to be a nice plus 262 spot. 262 in this game. And let's roll onward here, you guys say. The last two games, I bet the first period under. Maybe I look at that again, says our guy Peasy. Coin. There we go. Coin's in the house there. He says, yo, Mikey, I got some Cleveland minus 105 and the alternate run line at plus 170. I like it. I think everybody loves this Baltimore team. It's sneaky. The numbers on the paper don't warrant this team being this dog to favorite role. Gunnar Henderson over 1.5 bases plus 115 and a home run plus 400. But strong Guardians lead from our guy, Rocco Rogers. Juggler23 says, Trisha M., I'm on the Panthers. Huge. If there's one thing I've learned in sports betting, the gambling gods hate extremes. Trisha M. says, that Juggler23, ride or die together. Good man. Joey Hart, bringing us back home. Bringing us back here to neutral. He says, hit the like button, you guys. If you haven't done so already, guys, we do need those likes. Need everybody to contribute here. Help us grow this thing. And there's Rocco Rogers. That's what I was looking for. Povich has reverse splits and has struggled with lefties in the minors and MLB. And Cleveland actually listened to that data and put out 6 lefties. And it's crazy because the line keeps moving. See, this is why you guys got to come in here, because everybody comes together. They cross the T's. They dot the lowercase J's. And we figure out a way to get this cash public all over them O's. We'll see what happens tonight. Coin says Cleveland is 7-4. Plus 3.15 units, and 6-5 plus 5 units on the run line since June 11th. They're quietly kicking ass. Justin McKelvey says, I can't fade the Orioles after getting swept. They did get swept, right? They did. Cal 707 Bear says 1 day rest out of 22 games for the O's. Tired bats. Sancher says, yes, Justin. Juggler 23 says the Oilers have scored 18 goals in the last 80 shots on goal against a great defense. Tonight, I doubt it happens again. JP says the real question is, do the gambling gods hate Florida? Lots to hate about Florida. Rocco Rogers says we hit the Quan home run. That's right, Rocco. I remember it. I remember celebrating. I remember pushing the button. Mel says, Mike, what? What did you just say about Marner? I'm pretty sure he got traded to the Utah Hockey Club now. I'm pretty sure that is official. We'll have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure that is official. Justin McKelvey says, yeah, I ain't fading the O's, but good luck. Oldie says, Justin McKelvey, I think the O's get correct here. Trisha M says, I gave this earlier. Spain, Colombia, to Tennessee World Series, and the over 5.5. There we go. Trisha M bringing a 6-1 heater for us. Let's go, Trisha M. Let's go. We got Justin McKelvey. JPC says, Trisha M, why do you like Tennessee? Justin McKelvey says, Old E, Orioles getting swept now at home. If the Orioles go down, I'm live betting the O's, says Justin McKelvey. Juggler 23 says, JPZ, I'll be very surprised if the Panthers play ass tonight. There's a lot of pride on the line. Cliff Yang, 10 units on Edmonton. LOL, Mike. I know you're riding him. Let's go, you guys. This news would be everywhere. I'm pretty sure I saw it. The show must go on. I'm pretty sure I saw it, but maybe it could have been a little meme account. Sometimes those get me when I'm trying to read things off on the fly. Let's keep it rolling. Let's move on down the tracks here. Let's talk about this Tampa Bay and Seattle game that we've got popping off here as well. Very, very soon here. This is going to be the 6:50 start. So we got about 20 minutes till this game has first pitch. The Mariners, the Rays open up as slight home dogs at plus 102. With 66% of the bets and 60% of the cash. The Rays have moved to a favorite now, minus 110. I think rightfully so. We got Brian Woo on the mound for the Mariners at 1.67 ERA, 3-1 on the season. And then Taj Bradley, 4.06 ERA, 2-4 on the season. We kind of see, this is that dog days, truly the dog days of summer. Pittsburgh. Let those bats get, actually, I'll take a step back. It was the Minnesota Twins that let this Rays team kind of heat up. Man, they were huge dogs in a lot of those games of that series. They ended up cooking them Minnesota Twins. Then they rolled on into Pittsburgh. They had a 10-3 win. They lost 1-4-3, and then they won that last game before moving on back 3-1 against them Pittsburgh Pirates. That was Skeens Day. That was yesterday. That was the big win. They tied it. They actually went ahead. And Pittsburgh was lucky to get that 5th inning run for Skeens to get the push. But, boy, now we look on the other side of things here. They got great defense. They're holding teams down. And look at these Mariners. 1-4 in their last 5 games as well. Very, very dicey. Yet everybody sees Brian Woo, and they think, I got to be on Brian Woo. It's like Skeens. I got to be on Skeens. We got to take a step back here. Let's look at this thing holistically. We look at these right-handed guys. Brian Woo, I just mentioned, 0.297 OBA against righties this year and a 23.6% strikeout rate. So he's doing his job. On the other side with Taj Bradley, we got a team that strikes out 27.7% of the time in this Seattle Mariners offense. Lots of strikeouts on both sides. They only have a 301 OBA against righties this season is Tampa Bay. Now, their bats have heated up, so that does concern me just a little bit. But in 115 plate appearances, this Seattle Mariners team ranks 27th out of 30 Major League Baseball teams against right-handed pitcher. This is just strictly a matchup play. Taj Bradley has a 28.8% K rate, which gives him the top 25% of starting pitchers in the K rate perspective out there. Tampa Bay first 5. Now, I got this line this morning. It went from 4.5 to 4s now. I still like it. I still like it at 4. I think that's fine. In fact, less juice on that 4. I went back and scooped it again because I just think this is a great opportunity for us to take advantage here of kind of the ups and downs. I also like Tampa Bay to win this game. But for me, I'm more invested in the total on this game. I just thought with these pitchers, their ability to manipulate and maintain a strong K rate against these teams, this is a great opportunity. I mean, you could even still buy up a little bit and get that first 5 under 4.5. It's pricey. It's minus 140. There we go. Trisha M says Columbia getting a goal out there for the squad. Trisha M's parlay trying to cook that gas. You're going to need that money to get some action tonight on that Florida Panthers game out there. Let's roll on. I'm going to talk about this game. I'm only going to give you guys a side because my guy Joe T dropped his play of the day video on this St. Louis Cardinals Atlanta Braves spot. Give you guys kind of the tee up and the framework out there. This line opened up as a minus 126 in favor of the road team. What happened there? What happened there? You guys know what the problem is here. Starts with an M and ends with an ouse. But in this game here, minus 126, Braves have moved to minus 120. We got 72% of the bets and 84% of the action on the Braves. Then we look at the total climbing from 8.5 to 9, 97% of the bets and 98% of the cash on this over. From a pitching perspective, here we go. Lance Old as Dust Lynn, 4.08 ERA, 2-3 on the season. And then Spencer Schwellenbach with a 4.99 ERA, 1-2 on the season here. Interesting game. You know, what have we seen here as of late from these two teams? We've seen that, you know, frankly, when we look at what's going on with St. Louis, they go out there and they sweep that San Francisco team. Back at home, bringing in the Atlanta Braves, who are starting to heat up. They've moved on and recovered from the Acuna injury. They went out there and handled the New York Yankees in Yankee Stadium dominantly, 8-1. They lost 8-3. They won 3-1. I got to go back to Old Faithful here. Old man, bag of dust, Lance Lynn. You don't see me play these too often. They're not my strong suit, if you will. I try to leave the K props to the experts. But I just went and looked at the numbers at this guy here. He hasn't gone more than 16 outs in his last 4 games. This guy's trending down. And we're getting to the dog days of summer. It's going to get hot. He's out of shape. I expect him to let some runs up, especially after this Braves team has been smashing the ball all over the yard. I think it's a great opportunity here. It's minus 130. That's a bet 365 number that you guys can take advantage of. And I'm going to tell you guys, go out and check out what Joe T's got. Free play over on Sports Money. And get yourself an opportunity to see what his take is on this Cardinals-Braves game. Smoke Amir says, is Sports Money publicly traded? I swear Joe T has stock in the way he's touting it. Hey, man, he's one of the primary pillars here of Sports Money. Smoke and Mirrors. Justin McKelvey says Ozuna over 1.5 bases and over 8.5 parlay at plus 198 in the pocket. Trisha M says that Justin McKelvey. I love Ozuna. Great guy. Gonna hope that domestic issue was isolated incident. Yikes. And Rocco Rogers. There we go. Rocco says Ozuna over 1.5 bases minus 115. Ozuna home run plus 255. Ozuna at first player to get an extra base hit at plus 700. Man, I don't think I got to be honest, Rocco Rogers. I love the innovation. I'm a sucker when you guys, give me these things that I don't see very often. When I can't read the acronym, I get excited about that. Let's go with that unique opportunity. I love the originality, my guy, Rocco Rogers. And Nicholas Handy. Ryan O'Hearn getting an RBI. Plate appearance. I got you. I fucked that up, didn't I? That changes everything. Ozuna first plate appearance extra base hit. So his at-bat first plate appearance is an extra base hit, is what you're saying. I don't know. Maybe I fucked that up. Maybe I cocktailed a little too early today. I don't know. Kelly V says, Ozuna, bad numbers versus Lynn. Heads up. Trisha M says, oldie. Damn, I might have to sprinkle that. You know I love that play. Yeah, so there we go, Rocco Rogers. Thank you. So his first at-bat. Hey, that's like a little lightning bet. Shit. I like a lightning bet. I'm invested. I like a lightning opportunity there. A little fast cash. Turn that stuff around and then move it back in on the numbers out there. That's a straight play for me. And looking at fading Lance Lynn. You know, again, I talked about it. 4 straight games. He hasn't gone 16 outs out there. This Atlanta team's heating up. This is just simple mathematics for me. We'll see if it gets there at the end, but I believe that's the case. Kapansky, 40 likes. Where are those people? Let's go, you guys. Smash that thumbs up button. Need to support you guys. We need you guys. We count on you guys. Everybody's grinding. I never thought I'd be producing so much stuff. I love you guys talking with me, sharing plays, talking about you guys, giving best bets, getting you guys in the game. I love it. I love all of it. Just need you guys to hit the thumbs up button for us. Come on now. Dustin says, report says over 5,000 Panthers ticket holders sold them to the Edmonton fans. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Joe T says, at JPZ, thanks. I watched your video also and gave it a like and a retweet out there. The boys love it. Got to support each other. Who else is going to look out for us? Nobody. Nobody is looking out for us but us, you guys. That's what this community is all about. We look out for each other. We find a way to get that cash together. Win or lose, as Trisha M says, and shout out to Razor Sharp Picks. We still booze, but we're helping each other get to that bag. And let's talk about the last play that I got for you guys in Major League Baseball. I know. It's not a fan favorite. I know. It's warm. It's warm everywhere. Let's be honest. I sweat my ass off this weekend. It's hot. It's just hot. It's that time of year. We're officially into the summer days. What was it, June 22nd? Officially the first day of summer. We look at this line with the Dodgers. Open up as big favorites at minus 146. 76% of the bets and 97% of the cash have taken the Dodgers. The line has dropped 146 to 118. On the White Sox side, they open up as decent home dogs, plus 124. Now down to plus 104. And a total with 95% of the bets and 95% of the cash on the over 8. It opened at 8. It's sitting at 8. Big red flag. Now, I gave this one out earlier today on the sesh this morning with them boys, Dutch and Dabby Cab, the crew. LJ from H-Town was there. Razor Sharp Picks was there. Jose Bouquet was there. Oh, man, I don't want to forget any. Billy Briz was there. Trot Wham was there. Everybody was grinding today talking about their best bets. And I'm still involved in this one here. This one's moved up a little bit now. It's gone up. I got it at minus 125 on the sesh this morning. It has moved to minus 132. But the 4's out there at minus 110. Here's a decision you guys have to make with yourselves. Do you want to spend a little bit more to take the hook? Or are you comfortable having that money sit out there and it ends up being a push if you get to 4? What jumped at me with this game here is we see everybody loves this White Sox first 5. Man, I have been fucked by these White Sox. I don't understand. I think I just rode the train too long. I held on to the electric fence too long with these guys and I couldn't let go. But we've got Garrett Crochet, 3.25 ERA. He's 6-6 on the season. Paxton, 3.65 with a 7-1 record on the season as well. And this one came to me. I was doing some recap and some tallying of some plays over the last week and a half. And boy, you know what I kept typing in? White Sox first 5 under, win. White Sox first 5 under, win. White Sox first 5 under, win. This is an opportunity, I think, to take advantage here. Now, everyone's going to be jumping in on these guys, right? They're going to be looking at either the Dodgers are super cheap and you want to take advantage of the Dodgers, which I'm not against. I'm not against that. I mean, places I don't want to be. I'll tell you where I don't want to be. I don't want to be taking the White Sox full game at minus 103. It is even money, but best book alert. Best book out there for this White Sox team, FanDuel. We know what happens there. Then we look at the first 5s. We got a minus 145, bunch of minus 145s. We got a minus 143. Guess who's hanging on to the first 5 best number, minus 140? FanDuel. I'll cap off those fucking guys. I don't care. I've seen them just fucking consistently lose. They want your money. It's a super public book. They're trying to bait you in. They're even giving you the best number against everybody else because they want your money. They don't want you to go over to DraftKings and drop a minus 145. They'll save you a nickel. Not me. They're going to save me shit. I'm on that first 5 under 4.5. I made a ton of cash on that this last week and a half. I'm going to ride back to it. Not the first 5 anymore. Especially not at minus 140 against the Dodgers. I thought they'd have some issues when they lost Mookie and Mookie, right? They lost Mookie and they had to put Ohtani in the starting role, but Ohtani's been grinding. We see a lot of guys talking about Ohtani, total bases, home runs, RBIs. I'm not in that business with Ohtani and laying minus 110s, but I am in the business of cashing. I looked at the stats. I looked at the trends. I looked at my numbers, and they tell me this first 5 is a great opportunity. By the way, we do have, earlier today, I looked at, it said about 7 to 8 miles an hour of wind blowing in the stadium tonight. JPZ says, Dodgers always win when they drop the price on them. Deja vu, we didn't just see this happen. Didn't we just see this happen? Yeah. And Kelly V bringing us some numbers too. Ohtani 0-2 versus Crochet. All right, you guys, I promised you a ribeye today. We're eating red meat tonight. I'm telling you where we're going to get this red meat. We're going to go over to the Padres and the Nationals. It's a late West Coast start for us. I already kind of let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, by telling you guys about the third leg of that parlay today. But this just, again, numbers on paper. Now, do we always hit these? No, but we try to find the trends that are shooting over 60% so that we can kind of at least insulate ourselves from a little bit of the variable. Now, you look at this team that's kicking out here when you look at this San Diego Padres spot. And the thing that kind of kept me off of Tatis and for that matter, the Padres is I don't know if Tatis is playing. You know, this fucking guy saw. I mean, he hit a ton. He hit all over the place and then some. But he kind of got pulled out of the lineup there a couple days ago, and there's still uncertain if he's going to roam or root back in here. Let me take a look at what's going on. Let me take a look at what's going on with this confirmed lineup yet. Still projected. It still shows Tatis in the second spot. I went to Profar. First of all, it's Patrick Corbin. Now, I've been successful the last 2 games. Everybody's fading Corbin. It's Corbin Day. It's Corbin Day. Shout out to Jay Peasy. He talked about these old school thought processes, and you have to evolve or you're going to get left behind. And I certainly don't want to get left behind. I was taking Patrick Corbin the last couple of games. I'm in a quandary, though, here because it seems like if I bet against San Diego, I'm going to take the L. And if I bet with Patrick Corbin, I'm probably going to take an L. This guy doesn't have a good record against the Padres. But he's got Louis Arise on top, first position, 6 at-bats against Corbin, 2 hits, a 3.33 average against Patrick Corbin. Also one of the lowest strikeout rates in Major League Baseball, especially against a lefty. I don't know what Tatis is going to do in that 2 spot. Hopefully he gets the job done. But Profar, here we go. 7 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, batting a .429, second best on the team to Jake Cronworth when it comes to Patrick Corbin. Jake Cronworth, for what it's worth mentioning, in the 6th spot. He's got 4 at-bats, 3 hits, and a ribeye. He's got a .750 batting average against this guy. Nutflesh Allen says, at Mike M, do you have a number on stolen bases San Fran gives up? I don't have a number on the stolen bases they give up, but I can give you a number on what it would pay. I'll take a look at that. Mike, that's a good question. So we look at Profar, and I just mentioned what he's seen against Patrick Corbin, and it is Patrick Corbin Day. And we now have Patrick Corbin off of 2 good starts. Does he get 3 in a row? We always talk about this 3 and 4 start situation and how often can they get the job done. Profar, 357 against lefties. He's got 5 home runs against lefties this season. He also has that against righties too. So Profar's been a guy that's been consistent in the lineup, if you will, with those bats. But we look at the most recent form. This is a spot that we jump into. In the last 30 days, Profar ranks 7th across all of Major League Baseball specific to this left-handed opportunity out there. I think it's a great spot to take Profar. I got him at plus 155 for the ribeye. FanDuel's hanging a plus 870 for this guy's home run. Look, you don't hear me talk home runs very often, but I love these numbers here. We got Corbin. We got the lefty-lefty matchup. You guys know I love to get involved when it's lefty-lefty. And I love you guys too much not to say that, hey, I'm taking this opportunity here. We get the ribeye and we don't get a home run. We're still going to be up a half a unit. But I think this is an opportunity to take 2 units and turn it into 10. And then some. Maybe almost 10 1/4 units. And it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun waiting and celebrating that tonight when we're watching this live game here between the Sports Money crew and our guy Razor Sharp Picks. So I did jump in. Again, the number 7 in the last month against the lefties. It's Patrick Corbin. He struggles specifically against Profar. It's a great opportunity. Great opportunity. Kelly B says, sometimes good batters versus pitchers. When you see a guy says 13 times and 7 hits, I like stuff like that. Fuck yeah, me too, Kelly B. That's why we run together. Let's go. Let's get it done, you guys. Let's go. I told our guy, Nutflush Allen, I would look at the San Francisco stolen bases number. Let me look. Runs and bases, stolen bases. You know what? I don't have. Is it specific? I don't have a team total. I don't have a team total. I'll have to look at that. Not Flush. I'll hit you up with a message to see. But it sounds like there may be a look. If you guys read between the lines, there may be a look for some stolen bases out there from our guy, Nut Flush Allen. There we go. Maybe that's why. So maybe we're looking at the other side then. Maybe we're looking at the Cubs stealing bases out there. Now that's something I could get behind. I'm going to write a note on that. I will write. What do we got here? Let me see. Yeah, this book's only going to, I'm just on the fly here trying to look this stuff up, and I'm going to write it down though. I will write that shit down. San Fran stolen bases against. I'm just like you guys, man. I want to get as much data as I can. I want to get as many opportunities and looks as I can. And then JPZ says, where's Nutflush on this Giants-Cubs game? I want to shout out, and I'm not going to get too much more into the weeds on this game because our guy JPZ did provide us with a breakdown. Get on over there to Sports Money. You'll see it's posted out there. I posted it on X for our guy as well. Make sure if you're not already following LA to the Bay all day, our guy JPZ does nothing but give. You don't ask for shit. So make sure you hit the thumbs up button for our guy JPZ. Go show some support. Like his video, 9:45. You got 3 hours till first pitch. You got plenty of time. He gave us a nice little short, a nice little minute and a half breakdown out there. Make sure you get that money. Rocco Rogers says, hell yeah, Mike, on that Profar basis, plus 135 and the home run at plus 870. And might join you on the ribeye as well. Coin says, Povich is legit, folks. Good fastball and off-speed combo, says Coin. Well, you guys got this game going down now. I gave you guys Cleveland. I'm also on the Cleveland and under 8 parlay. I got Tampa Bay first 5 under 4. Lance Lynn under 17.5 outs. The White Sox first 5 under 4.5. I still like 4 if that's all you can get. And I'm on Profar, ribeye, and home run. Trying to make way for the big NHL game tonight. Listen, you guys, I've talked to you all about this up and down. I love to see some of you guys are hearing what I have to say in this situation here. I was looking at this the other day and I thought to myself, well, what's really going on here when we look at these teams and their scoring prowess? Well, when we look at this thing, let's not forget Florida shut out Edmonton Oilers in game number 1. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 goals scored by this Florida Panthers team. Then we look at the Edmonton Oilers. They got themselves 22. And they got shut out. Shut out in one of those games. They're outscoring them by 5 goals. I told everybody, Florida's not as deep as you think. They're just not. I'm going to give you guys a full and in-depth breakdown. I told you on Friday, the best damn breakdown you're going to hear in the NHL. Where do I want to focus here today? What do I want to give you guys? I'm going to give you guys 3 things to think about. We talked about Dr. Head Job. Wait, maybe that's not a good idea. We talked about the head doctor. How about that? We talked about the head doctor. The all-star player whisperer. He worked with Kobe Bryant. He worked with my MJ. And he's been working with Stuart Skinner. Where does your head start messing with you? When the game's on the line. Where does the game come on the line? When your back's against the wall. When is your back against the wall? Elimination games. In games 4 through 7, these playoffs, Stuart Skinner, 10-0. 1.5 goals against average. 94% save percentage. He was almost unstoppable in game 6. 20 of 21 saves. That number right there tells me two things. One, Edmonton's defense has stepped it up to another level, which makes a lot of sense. We're seeing guys like Bouchard going out there setting the all-time single-season Stanley Cup record. This defense is stout. They're stepping in front, risking body and injury over anything else so that their team can get the W. It also tells me Florida hasn't made the proper adjustments to what this Edmonton team did as they adjusted when they went back home after game 3. After game 3. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at this Florida Panthers team, frankly, who isn't very deep. Their coach, with a knee-jerk reaction 2 games ago, started shuffling the lines up, which is exactly what you want to do when everybody said you're a Stanley Cup winner. You're smoking this team. You're shutting them down. I know, listen, the coaching opportunities here, Edmonton's made the right adjustments. Florida hasn't been able to figure out how to match sweep. Now, Florida will have home ice advantage. What does that mean ultimately? Doesn't matter about the ref shit. We talked about that all season or all series here. But the home ice advantage is crucial because that will give the Florida Panthers the opportunity when Edmonton puts their lineup out there. Florida gets the opportunity to determine who they want to go on the ice. Try as they might, they're going to try to neutralize what's going on with Connor McDavid and the Hyman line out there. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. If they could have, they would have, and they can't. They also have a fucking lackadaisical attitude. Does it matter? We didn't think it was going to be a 4-game series. Does it matter if we win in 5, 6, or 7? Yeah, it does, dickhead. Because you're in a position where if you don't win, you're going to give the other team momentum and you're going to get run the fuck over. Those are facts. That's the way sports works. Now, as far as how I want to play and attack this game, before I lose my voice and getting excited, lots of different opportunities for guys to get goals here. Zach Hyman, holy shit. The NHL's only 70-goal scorer this season. Man, he's just been firing. Connor McDavid, we talked about this even before the playoffs started. Connor McDavid zigs and zags and cuts everybody up all over the ice. He looks over, and who's there? It's Zach Hyman. It could be you or me that's there, and we'd probably have 70 goals because that's how fucking good Connor McDavid is. Connor McDavid's chasing down destiny, becoming more successful than Wayne Gretzky in the playoffs. All of that being said, I'm going to go with a guy that has been ineffective this series. Effective in the playoffs, but ineffective this series. I like Leon Draisaitl. Only 3 points in the first 6 games of the series. Here's a guy, certainly, that can step up, go out there, do damage, and create some opportunities. His first goal scoring prop's 11-1. He's just around 2-1 for an anytime goal scoring prop. I do lean to goals in this game. I know 19 of the last 20 have gone under. It's game 7. I get it. I just don't think that's the case this game here. I think, what did we see last game? 1-1. Everybody's going into the third period and go, I should have taken the under. I should have taken the under. And that fucking game got ripped open like a Band-Aid. Gushing everywhere. Now we did cash the 5-1 exact score at plus 750. We sprinkled on a couple of spots. We sprinkled on 3. We cashed that one. You guys, we're going to get more in depth. We're going to talk more about it. Nutflush Allen says, I heard that after game 3, they brought in the mental coach of MJ and Kobe. Nutflush Allen, that was in the Dallas series. And I was the only guy talking about that shit to the to the jest of my friends and colleagues. Oh, he's got a head doctor. whatever it takes to push through that wall, man. Kobe and MJ needed it. He's the guy to get it done. I don't subscribe to that shit where you got to sit there and lose to win. Fuck that. Winners find a way to win. They lead from the front. They don't give a fuck. They're not back runners and mouth breathers. They kick your ass. They punch the door down and they make you respond with your best shot. I don't think we're seeing that right now here. I'm on this Edmonton Oilers team. You guys already knew that. I'm looking at Draisaitl. I'm going to take a Draisaitl goal. I'm going to look at his props and points and things like that as well. I'm going to take a little bit of time here because we got about 15, 20 minutes now until we go live. 7:20. It's going to be an epic live stream. This is going to be back to where I started. I don't want to get nostalgic with you guys. Fridays. Who's bringing me on? Razor Sharp Picks. He says, you know anything about horses? I said, no. We started calling some straps. Who the fuck knew I was going to get banned from FanDuel's horse racing app? Who knew? That's where the straps were born. Razor Sharp Picks. Razor Downs up there in Canada. And the boys are getting back together tonight. The band, the crew of Sports Money. Razor Sharp Picks. It's going to be epic. We got our guys coming in. We got picks from Dave's going to be there. We got Rod Zawacki. Hot Rod is coming in tonight. He's going to give you guys his takes out there. He's got the sniper play of the day. I'm excited to talk with him, reconnect, and talk about how Edmonton's going to put boots to ass tonight. Shout out to Earl. Nick Earl says the Oilers have won 3 games in a row. There's no way they come all the way back just to lose game 7. Nicholas Handy says, Rod's the man. Juggler 23 says, at Kelly VI equals good luck on your action. Sancho says, damn, Rod 2, goated live stream. I told you guys, it's going to be fucking epic. You got 2 things to do in between, 3 things to do in between now and 7:20. First and foremost, get yourself a nice, tasty beverage. Got to get pre-gaming before we pre-game. Got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. 2, go out there, find the tweet that I put out there talking about the 3 things to do to get $100. Who's going to win the game? Who's going to get the game-winning goal scored? Not the last goal, the game-winning goal scored. And what's the score going to be? You hit all 3, you get $100. 3, go out to JM Hockey 19. My brother, he's going to give you guys $25. All you got to do is go out there and pick who's going to get the first penalty tonight. Name the player in the comments who's getting the first penalty tonight. Go out and check Joe T. His best bet play of the day is out there. Jay Peasy, his best bet is out there. You guys hit that thumbs up button. We got so much more coming down the pike. Your boy's been working. I haven't been sleeping. I've been grinding. We're here in the studio grinding, trying to bring you guys the best of the best, giving you guys our favorite looks, our best bets, a variety of my friends and family, giving you guys how they're trying to get paid. And all we ask you to do is hit the thumbs up. Maybe throw a comment on the video. I cannot wait for you guys to have a lot of fun with us tonight. I'll see everybody real soon. Trisha M, J Peasy, Morgan, Spooner, Kelly V, Cliff Yang, Coin in the house, Mel, Kelly V, I mentioned Sancho, Juggler 23, Nicholas Handy, Earl Sports, Bets, Nutflush, Allen talking about Cubs, stolen bases out there. Let's get this job done tonight. Dustin, Cal 707, Bear, Phila says, what percentage of the money is on the Oilers? I did not read that for you guys. I will. You guys always ask any questions. If you guys have questions about games, I just give you guys the plays I'm on, but that doesn't mean I don't have opinions on some of these others. 50% of the bets on the Oilers, 68% of the cash. The line's gone from minus 120 Panthers down to a minus 105, aka the Oilers becoming a favorite. The total 5.5, sitting at 5.5, 97% of the bets, 96% of the cash. The over 5.5, the best number you can get out there is plus 126. Fired up for you guys. 7:20 p.m. That's 20 minutes. 19 minutes now. Holy shit. Where does the time go? I didn't think we'd be here for an hour. Yet here we are. I want to get that cash with you guys. I cannot wait for the stream tonight. It sounds like there's a high probability I might lose my voice. Until I see you guys in now 18 and a half minutes. This has been Pre-Gaming Sports Money. I appreciate all you guys coming out, rocking with us tonight. And it's going to be epic. What else would you rather be than your boys? Razor Sharp Picks. Everybody rocking tonight. It's going to be a ton of fun, you guys. We'll